Ndị be anyị ekenere m unu. Asị m ka nke e chiri ya zelu. Asị m unu ụtụtụ ọma, ehihie ọma, mgbede ọma, site n'ebe isi wee na-esore anyị n'ụbọchị nke taa na Eastern News 24. Anyị si na ọ ya dịrị onye ọbụla na mma kada bụ ndị na-esore anyị n'ilu akwụkwọ n'ihe anyị na-ebe dị iche iche. N'ụbọchị nke taa anyị si na ọ ya dịrị anyị Igbo na mma na anyị yarị ka echi na echi ede agwụ agwụ. Ife anyị na-akpọ ya bụ ife wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ ife anyị na-akpọ ya bụ morning tea n'ilu akwụkwọ. Ihe a bụ gbasịta maka ya bụ ihe na-eme na obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya, ana gbasịta maka nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ihe Biafran Prime Minister kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ nwetara unu ka unu ga ya bụ ife, unu ga-esi ya bụ ife na tinye alụ nke unu ife unu chere gbasịta maka ihe ndị a niile o kwugasị n'ilu akwụkwọ dị iche iche n'ụbọchị nke taa na morning tea. Dịka ị na-ege ya bụ ife, drọpụkwara ya own comment n'ilu akwụkwọ, ọ dịkwa nnukwu mkpa. All right, over to you, sir.
So is it our agitation that is it our agitation? Is it our agitation that create insecurity?
Let's be plain with both of us. Everybody knows.
Can you just answer my question?
Yes.
Answer my question.
The fight.
So what is creating insecurity? What is creating insecurity in the north and the southwest and
Sorry?
middle belt? What is creating the insecurity in other part of Nigeria?
Okay, Prime Minister Samuel Epan.
Can you don't call me Prime Minister? Just answer my question.
No.
What is creating the insecurity? Nigerian, average person who claim to be Biafran supporting Nigeria, how they reason and how they think. That's why I'm allowing you, and I will allow you to enjoy yourself here. So, what is responsible for this security in other part of Nigeria?
What is responsible for this security? Definitely banditry and the unknown government.
So, what is responsible for the banditry and the non-government in the other part of Nigeria?
I'm not from the northern part of Nigeria. I don't care.
But you are a Nigerian. Now. Is it not part of you?
Is it not part of me? I don't care about the other northern part of Nigeria.
That is the problem. How can you be a proud Nigerian?
I never told you I was a proud Nigerian.
And then those who decided that they don't care about others and fight for your freedom, they are the problem you have. How does that correlate?
Sorry, my network is kind of broken.
How do you now claim to be a Nigerian? You don't care about others. And then those who are fighting.
I never told you I was okay. I was together with the other part of the country. I was just focusing on my southeast.
You don't need to be together, but I said if you agree that you are a Nigerian and a very proud Nigerian, you should be concerned about others.
I never said I was a proud.
But you are a Nigerian. But you believe in Nigeria.
I never said I believe in Nigeria. I didn't say I believe in Nigeria. I just said I am Nigerian by passport, but I was an Igbo man first. That's what I said. I said I was Igbo man first. I'm a Nigerian by passport. That is what I said. And he corrected me that he can buy a passport.
I will say that this brother is not ready to answer your questions away. But let me give him a very simple question because your own is kind of...
This guy is a sponsored person that came on this platform. Stop you guys, please.
Pew. If you say you are a humanitarian
person... I'm not sponsored. I just not beg you.
Cool down. If you said you are a humanitarian person and you are a philanthropist, and then yet you told my PM that you don't care about other people in Nigeria, you only care about what happens within your own region. Do you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not just get kidnapped because he speaks Biafra, but because he speaks for the freedom of all Africans? Unmute yourself and speak. Oh. We are giving you time because we love your courage.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. He said,
you said you don't care about any other person in the other part of Nigeria, yes. Only the people within where you are.
Yes.
But yet you said you are a humanitarian person. Is that how a philanthropist is supposed to be? Is that why a humanitarian activist is supposed to be? You don't gather the interests of everybody in Nigeria. You only care about yourself. If Now let me take your mind back to 1966 January 15 coup. The coup was necessitated because of the emergence of the Islamic Jihad that was to kill everybody, not the Igbos, not the Yorubas, not the Hausas specifically, but to kill everybody. But the major generals that took over the coup and then initiated it consider the interest of everyone in Nigeria, but you are here talking about only yourself and the people within your area. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped because he spoke for the interest of even the people in the north and everyone in Nigeria. So where do you put yourself when you say you are a Biafran and you are a Nigerian by passport? What kind of philanthropist are you? What kind of a humanitarian person are you?
What kind of philanthropist am I? What kind of humanitarian person I am? I'm a philanthropist. I mean, with people around me. With people around me. Definitely.
Only the people around you. That means you are a selfish type.
No, not
only
selfish.
The people around you.
No, not selfish. Not selfish. Not selfish.
Okay,
everybody to their own region. Everybody to.
We have gotten the answer. Another question. Now that a cup of rice is 500 naira, and then your humanitarian service is to reach out to everyone in your environment. Yes. Is it affected or is it caused by Biafra or it is caused by Nigeria that a cup of rice and curry is 500 naira? How do you cope with this with your philanthropic gesture?
Okay, thank you for the question. Thank you for the question. This question you just asked me just fall back to what I said earlier. The cup of
all right, Sonny. Let's bring somebody else, please.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, sir. And Phil, I'm sure you have entertained yourself enough as to see and know that you are not making any sense at all whatsoever. Thank you. Mazi Success, you're welcome. Please, can you unmute yourself and say one or two as you're coming? Mazi Success.
All right, thank you, Mazi Raphael. Good evening, my able Prime Minister, Agone Chamber, the fearless one, our Minister of Information, Sonia Kwara, good evening from here, and fellow Biafrans, good evening wherever you are spacing from. PM has already nailed the coffin. We are not violent. Number one, if you want to know the meaning of violence, you have to go and check the English definition of violence. Violence in essence that everything around you turns to be enemies. No. In all the
as well. So if you hope that there's a plan, like I said before, I don't expect you to air it here. It should be a strategy. You know, that is one. The Biafra coin that you guys that I read about. I know you guys, yes, even though you're out there in Finland and the other countries where some of you are, you know, domiciled now. But you are first, you also some of you first
remain adamant that probably is not going to allow this. He said the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. That clearly indicates that he's not going to relent in his push to silence any voice of dissenting as far as that position is concerned. So which way forward to heal the divide between or amongst the Nigerians, especially on Biafra crisis?
I think the best thing is to ask them what they want. I remember one time Professor Wole Soyinka said, if we can continue fighting Biafrans for such a long time, it's not long before we go to war, which is actually happening right now. Why don't we ask them what they want? And for sure they have voiced and they have said it, that they want referendum. Why? Because for a long time, they do not have a mutual understanding with the rest of the Nigeria nation. They are not understood. They are marginalized for such a long time. They are not wanted by the rest of the Nigerian government. So the best thing is to take them to a referendum so that we know.
Design the economic plan for Biafra. So it is very, very viable so far, looking very, very good. So those things are taken care of. Thank you.
The last question, the last question, please, sir. Yes, sorry, sir. Please, sir. In my observation, please. Yes, sir. I accept. Now, diplomatic-wise, you know, sometimes you are doing a good thing, but if you are not well structured, you'll be given a bad name.
I don't know why you are talking. I don't know why you are talking about issues that are out there on the social media. You talked about economic viability team or economic viability of Biafra, which is also in the social media. The team have been shouting about it. Now you are talking about diplomacy. When you also heard me talking about the different fighting Biafra with multi-dimensional approach, using a multi-dimensional approach, the diplomatic approach, political approach, and the armed struggle. Yet you are here. You know, I don't know whether you just want to talk or something. I just went to your profile and I find out that you are sharing what we are doing. So that's why I'm going to address you very properly now. So yes, we are using a diplomatic approach where we have almost all the countries today, the Biafra liaison offices. We have also now activated lobbying committee because we have gone into agreement with lobby firm in Washington, D.C., so that they will start a negotiation or, you know, on behalf of the Biafra government in exile, while we continue to defend ourselves using the arms available to us. And at the same time, using the political approach, which is the self-referendum we are fighting. So I do not understand why some of you will just come and ask questions as if these things you are asking are not there in the social media. And that's why we are making everything public. We're not hiding it. We're not underground workers. Everything I do is on the public, both in our arms, both in the defense, and how everything is in the public. We're not hiding anything. So the issue of the diplomacy is being taken care of. And like I said, in the matter of weeks' time, we will have the first conference on that, you know, press conference on that, on the Biafra government in exile lobby firm. They will come and debrief Biafrans in conjunction with me, myself, and of course the cabinet of the Biafra Republic government. So we're taking care of those things, but everything is step by step. You cannot just come and start talking about lobbies when there is nothing going on. So we need to have something going on first, have all the structures in place. That's why we have liaison offices all over the world. Active, not structure, physical office, not online office. Physical office all over the world. We have Biafra liaison offices. That is part of the diplomatic move. So from those offices, we are communicating to different individual countries, putting them on notice about the Biafra, the emergence, and the restoration of new nation, emerging nation called Biafra. So as soon as Biafra is declared and we begin the defense of the Biafra land, those liaison offices become the Biafra embassies. So that there is no any other diplomacy that is going to be more than that, apart from the lobbying agreement we have gone into, which will focus on the Washington D.C., European Union, and other human rights organizations across the globe. So we're taking care of that. Thank you. Somebody else.
Thank you, PM. Thank you very much, sir. And yeah, I'm happy to see this one here.
Ajare, please, before you go on to the next person, this African political, you said that people in Nigeria don't read and they are not following up what happens. The highest country where you have the highest rated professors and PhDs and master's degree holders, it is in Nigeria. So they read more than every other, they even read more than the Americans and the Europeans and the British. But the point is that they don't reason. Just like you come here now and you are telling us about people that don't read. Now, we have had a press briefing with the attorney that submitted the letter to the African Union. So, is that not something that was done diplomatically when you talk about diplomacy? So, what they have done to people far back there in Nigeria is that you read, but you cannot reason. But there are people that read more than even the people that brought English to you. Thank you so much.
Leave this. Let me look. We ask these people where they always call PM, somebody. Then some of them they come here. Some of us that their hands are up. If I didn't call you, it's not anything. That some people when I identify them, I just want them to bring down their annoyance that they have against the PM. Let them bring it up here and ask him questions. As you see, I'm seeing one person here now that I'm very interested. I want to hear him. Chima with the US flag. Chima, please unmute yourself. Bring that question with the, chook you for Bele. That's you want the PM to answer you. Oh, yeah? You have the time now. Grab it.
Yeah, PM, good afternoon from here. I agree to good afternoon. And secondly, Raphael, point of correction. You don't love PM more than me.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me make that hold on. Let me make that very clear.
But maybe
let me make that very clear.
Just go ahead and ask your question.
I want to make that clear because I want to make that clear. You guys probably think because you're a member of the cabinet, you love PM more than every other person. Maybe you go through my account and you did not see me post anything about PM. I have other accounts that you should know. So that is, I want to clear that on that. But PM, I love you so much. Number one.
Okay.
Number one,
I see all the Nigeria things you post anyway. I see all your June 12 and everything.
I have other, like I said, I have other accounts, bro.
See your support.
So why are you impersonating? Why are you impersonating? Why can't you be real as PM? PM is using one account and he's posting Biafra real. You are posting one Nigeria on one end with one account.
Bro,
and then
I never posted anything. I'm a political analyst. Number one.
No, look at your post. There is nothing about Biafra.
Sonny,
hold
on, I'm coming.
Allow him to just ask the question. Don't worry. Allow him. Please, Chima. Go ahead with your question.
Sonny, the last time I called.
There's no need to argue. Please go ahead, just like I instructed. Go ahead with your question.
For the respect I have for you. For the respect and love I have for you, I will continue. So, first, PM, I'm part of the PM students. I'll probably say I'm 1 to 5 students here that follow PM, that know everything. He knows me. He knows when I speak. He knows. I follow him. I study him. I know everything. I can interpret everything he has said from day one to now. So PM, I want to give you kudos. I want to thank you. You just I'm not asking the question, just a little, because I won't ask question because I know you. I follow you bomber to bomber. So I basically will not ask questions. I just want to put in a little opinion, PM, please. I want to thank you for what you've been doing. Like we also in the court case today, Mazina, if you look at my profile, I posted it. Mazina Nkanu is bold, he's relaxed, he's confident because he knows, he's been informed that somebody out there is doing something and he's relaxed. He has the leverage over Nigeria. They cannot waste him the way they wasted King Saruwiwa and Abiola. They can't. They're scared of you. And they know he's the only one you can listen to. You've said this several times. You're not going to listen to him there. He's outside in Finland. That's the only place you can listen to him. So to let you know that I am a student of PM. Thank you. That's number one. And PM, number two, I still want to appreciate you. Because why? They know the level of pain they brought to Nigeria. Like they said, we are not violent. Musa himself, he has testified to this, that we are not violent. What did he say? He said the people you came to protect, when you turn around, they'll from back and shoot you. What does that mean? It means even the people are against the Nigerian terrorists. They are not in support of them. So we are not violent. If we are violent, everybody in Southeast would have been deserted. Every village would have been deserted. We are not violent. We are peaceful people. We are loving people. But our message is only to the military, the terrorist military. Move you up. I grew up in Lagos. When I come back to Nigeria, I fly from Lagos. You will never see checkpoints. Those things are to show that we are conquered people. It is a mental thing. We are conquered people. Like PM, you've always said, get all those terrorists out of our roads. We are not criminals. Even in the north, where my brother, they live in the north is peaceful. They don't have this amount of checkpoint in the north. So we are not aggressive. We are only aggressive to the terrorists. We are not violent, because if we are violent, based on what Musa said, he said asymmetric war. What is an asymmetric war? He said even the people stockpile the weapon for them. That means even the people you're fighting against the people. It's simple. So how can we be violent if those people are still helping us, protect us, give us information and everything? So we're not violent. So PM, I want to congratulate you. I want to thank you. And to my to Raphael, I beg, never enter come this place, I beg. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chima. Next person, please.
Thank you, Chima. Thank you. No problem. If Echo, please grab the mic. You have 60 seconds.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is the first time I'm speaking in this platform. I thank you, Mazi, Simon Eba, and those that are listening to me. What I want to say is I am not actually a registered member of IPOB or Biafra government in exile, but I follow Simon Eba very well, and I love anyone who is fighting for our people. And I love the truth. I love doing the right thing. And but I have entered different platforms where they are talking about Simon Eba. Yeah, but in this place they are talking about him. I used to defend him. And sometimes they ask me, am I his follower? I said to him, what I see him doing, there's nothing that you can tell me, because right now everybody is talking about Nnamdi Kanu. But when Nnamdi Kanu was there, everybody was against him. So if Simon Eba is not doing the right thing, I believe that Nnamdi Kanu would have said it. And what I'm trying to say now is about some few things that some people said about how insultive people that follows him is, or they used to be. You know, sometimes I used to calm them down, and I told them the struggle is not easy. But I am just trying to say, we now, by the grace of God, I think the Prime Minister has already gathered much, and many people that are following him secretly. Even like myself now, this is the first time I'm talking about, on this platform. It took me more than courage to talk, but I want to say this. When I see some things happening outside, I come to defend. But what I'm trying to say, this level of insults that people are complaining, I am just saying, is it any way that even though that Nigerian government, they don't need calmness, because it's actually a terrorist government, but we that are the Igbos, some of us may be novice. So if they ask questions that they don't understand, please feel free, calm down. I really love the way Simon Eba handled this man, Pew. I was even laughing at the point. In fact, I am actually looking for that harshness here. I'm actually here to see myself the insult and the kind of not being tolerant. I have not seen it yet. So I just want to give kudos. But this issue of the post, like what happened in Abia State, I came to the platform, they were talking about it, and they were all Simon Eba this, Simon Eba that. I asked the person, did Simon Eba said he was the one that sent these people? He said, yes, that's what he said. Where did he say it? They said they didn't say anything. And I told them, as an Igbo man, think very well. If there is any place that they will kill soldiers, is it in Abia State? I am seeing the hand of Nigerian government there, just to destroy that economic hub of Igbo land. That it is not. No Igbo man will try to do that in Abia State. That, okay, it is not long, and a lot of things are going on now. So, is there any way that at least those that are following, so that they will not be confused? Because sometimes they say that Simon Eba make claim of things that he didn't do, stuff like that. And also, there was the one that actually got me mad. I even called one of my brother. He may be on this platform. I said, what is this? It happened in Nnewi. That was my area. And I made call. But I saw the video or the picture that was sent by Prime Minister and said that the terrorist has gone down. But when I made the call, I had different story. They said that it was actually the vigilante that was killed by unknown gunmen. Do you understand? So it took one of you guys time to actually tell me, you know, that was, in fact, I actually sent message to PM. I was very angry. That's the first time I sent message. I'm not a psychophant. I'm a man of myself. I respect people that do whatever that is right. And I don't have permanent enemy and I don't have permanent friend. As long as we are doing what is right and justice, I will support that. I just want to use my mic, please. This is what I just feel I should say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anybody that is against the arm carrying person under Nigeria within Biafra territory, I support it. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. Thank you very much, sir. You know, thank you very much, Ifeko. And it is clear now you can see that what they do is just propaganda, lie up and down. The other guy that came here, you saw him, and the PM took all his time to ask him. You can see that there's no way they can defend any of the accusation. The PM is destroying the economy of Southeast. And there's nothing they can say about what's happening in the other parts of Nigeria. Thank you very much for that clarity. Thank you. All right, we move. Worry sister, please.
Yeah, can I speak?
Quick.
Thank you very much.
Let's be very quick. Just 60 seconds, please. Let's leave our colleagues out of it.
No, I'm not. I just want to say thank you very much, my PM. I'm not going to do any screaming here. We have other places to do it. Because we know we have so many journalists from other parts that is watching. One of them just spoke. I just want to add to what you said. You know, one of the terrorist guy, the terrorist guy, the one that they released from prison after kidnapping girls, kill soldiers, kill policemen, and in their news they released another 6,000 terrorist guys again with that man, and they celebrated that guy when they released him after killing and kidnapping children, school children, girls to be precise. They kidnapped them and they killed some of them, and with police. And the military man did not do anything, but the army, the Nigerian government released those people, 6,000 of them, and they employed them into the military. I'm just saying, are you not sure that those are the people, those 6,000 plus the head that they released not quite long, that came to our Biafra land, that, you know, that are terrorizing us, that our DLA is dealing with? I'm just asking, maybe that is them or not, because there are some, you know, journalists here, so that they should know that this Nigeria army is full of terrorists and not proper army men. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, do you want to respond to that, or we could go ahead? I did not understand that.
We can move ahead.
Right, thank you very much. Yeah, worry sister, thank you. Please, like I said, 60 seconds is enough for you to ask a very salient and a very engaging question. Don't unmute. If you unmute your mic, I'm going to remove you. Frederick, I just have to remove you. Please don't unmute your mic, please. Please bring. Manson, you want to say something? Please go ahead, Manson.
Yes, Mwachineke, just to clarify something. Ifeko that was speaking before said if Mazin Nnamdi Kanu condemns Mazin Simon Ekpa from the interviews that they are asking him in court, that they will not, Biafrans will not listen to him again. You know, this is some of the things that makes us go angry with some of you. You come pick the mic and then you say you're a Biafran. Oh, you support Simon Ekpa, you support the Biafran government in Israel. And then you want to hear when the zoo government media is asking Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, do you support Simon Ekpa? So that they will now say, I support or I don't support him or I condemn him. Then you come back to say, if he has condemned him, Biafrans will not listen to him, Biafrans will not follow him. There's something people need to understand. Whatever Mazin Nnamdi Kanu says as he is in court does not determine whatever the government of Biafra does. And you don't need to wait and to use what he says to determine what will happen next. Because he is inside there and we are the ones fighting to see him released. So whatever he says, or whichever they twist the question so that it will suit your narrative, so that you come back here to tell us, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this against you, Mazi Nnamdi said that, it doesn't change anything or any template from the Biafran government in Ezra. This is one thing we need to get into your head. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my minister. Thank you so much. Please, going forward 60 seconds, and I will stop you if you are talking too long. Please go ahead, 60 seconds, please.
Thank you very much, Raphael, and good evening to our Prime Minister, Simon EKPA. I just wanted to add to what everybody is saying here. It's the comments made by Kamala Harris, the Vice President of America, on the Ukraine summit. Kamala Harris said peoples have the right to choose their own government, nations, and have the right to choose their own alliances. Their inalienable right. Government must protect the rule of law, must be cherished. Sovereignty and territorial integrity must be respected, and national border should not be changed by force. And in respect of what Kamala has said, what we are doing, it's not violence. That's just what I want to add to it. If we have to protect our borders and for our borders not to be taken by force by the military, the Nigerian military, the Zoo military have, according to what I heard on social media and in the news, in fact, it's in the news, they have over 800 army checkpoints just around the not the eastern region, just the 5 states of the Igbo land. They said they have over 800 army checkpoints. So if that is not conquering an area or a set of people, what is that? And that is actually absolutely declaring war against us. So Biafrans are not violent. Our Prime Minister is not violent. We are just protecting our borders. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much for that particular submission. As a matter of fact, Nigeria has forcefully changed the border against every, legal framework, international, community, and the international law. Nigeria have changed borders, changed our map without the concept of.
Kunu si wene sola ni dwa akwụkwọ na Eastern News 24 n'ụbọchị nketa anyị na-akpọ ya morning tea. Unu anụgonu ya bụ ife mgbakọrịta ụka ya bụ ife Maazị Simon EKPA bụ Biafran Prime Minister or Biafran Public Government in Ezra. Dịka o si dị n'afọ ka o si ada n'iru akwụkwọ. Gịnị ka i nwere ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile kwugasị n'iru akwụkwọ dị iche iche dropụla ya on the comment section below. Ọzọ dịkwa ka ibi ya bụ na nke a bụ ụbọchị izizi na-esoghịla anyị n'iru akwụkwọ, onye na-afụ ya bụ ihe onyonyo anyị kaba alụ ka ị like ya and turn on notification, share kwa ka o wetakwa ndị ọzọ ụmụnne anyị dị n'ebe dị iche iche aka. Daalụ nne na Igbo ọma na-ege ntị. Oge na-adịrị anya onye ndu ya pụta na n'ụlọ mkpọrọ. Ka emesịanụ ụmụnne m.